I'm going to explain for you now basically how this mixer works and what it does have, so what it's got. Okay, so it's got 4 input channels, okay, and it's got 2 stereo channels. I'm going to explain for you what each channel does. Okay, so these 4 channels, the first 4 channels are exactly the same, so I'm going to explain one for you. It's gonna relate to the next 3 channels. Okay, so the first channel, it's got the main thing over there, which is the balanced input. Okay, the second thing, it's got the unbalanced input. Okay, it's got a button here which is cuts the low end. It's called low cut. It cuts the first 75 hertz. Then it's got a knob here which is the gain, the main gain. Okay, you can increase the gain and decrease the gain. It's from plus 10 dB to plus 60 dB. Okay, so that's the gain. Then the next knob, which is really good, the compression. So it's got compression. You use how much compression you want. You know, it's got from 0 to 10. The next section we got, which is the EQ. It's got 3 knobs in the EQ. So it's got the high, which is the high end of the music, 12 hertz. Okay, you can also increase and decrease. Okay, it's got then the mid range of the EQ, which is the 2.5 kilohertz. So you can do the same thing, increase or decrease. Also the third knob, which is the low. So it's got the high, the mid, the low, and you can do the same thing, increase the low bottom or decrease it. Okay, so that's the EQ section for that channel. The next thing we go, it's the aux send. So you can send to the aux. If you want to say use a monitor, okay, you can use the aux to send to the monitor. Okay, so that's the aux send. You can send signal to the aux. Okay, the next one is the effects knob, which is you can send how much effects you want to send. You have from 0 to plus 15. So the next knob is for the pan. So if you want to pan it to the left or pan it to the right or in the middle as well, you can have it in the middle. Okay, then the next thing, you got the mute button. So you can mute whatever channel you want if you don't want it, or you want to mute it, microphone or something, you can mute it. Okay, the next thing, you got the main fader for that channel. So it's got nice fader, you can put it up and down, you know. So these 4 channels are exactly the same. Okay, so whatever I explained for in that channel is exactly in that one to the 4th one. Okay, the next 2 channels, okay, it is very similar, but it's got the input, which is the stereo. So you can put, say, keyboard. So it has the EQ, same thing, aux, the effect sends, you got the pan, the mute, and the main faders as well. In the channels as well, you have 2 little lights, which is the mute. So if you mute it, it will turn the yellow light on, and also you got the red light, which clip. It's written on it, clip. So if it clips, that means it's not good. That means you're giving too much level to that channel. So you need to turn it on, turn it lower from the main source. Okay, so that one. Okay, so these about the main channels. You have 8 channels altogether, so these are stereo. The next section, which is that one, it is here it says Alt 3 and 4. This Alt, you can send it say to your control room or to your monitors. It's just another output, so you can send through here, you can send it out. Then you got the main mix, which is the main two faders for the mix. You can turn the whole thing down or up. Okay, then you got these two, which is the level meters. So make sure it doesn't clip. That's the main thing. Okay, if you want to balance it, make sure they both going together. If you have one channel, one coming up and down, that means it's only the right, or this one is only the left. So it's visually showing you how is your level going in the main output. Also, you got here this knob, which is the phones knob. So you got here, that's the phones plugin. You can plug in your phones in here, which is the headphones, and you can adjust the level from this knob to that. Alright, main mix, you press it when you want to use the main mix. Okay, this one, it's got the 2-track USB. You press it when you're using this one here, the input. So it says 2-track USB input. Okay, this one you can put, say, external CD player. If you want to play, you just press that one in and it will take the signal from here. Okay, so that's what's the purpose for. This next thing you got here, the effects. That's the main effects sends and the aux sends as well. Okay, so you can send effects or aux. Okay, here are the stereo aux returns, just the levels as well. So turn up and down, and you got here if you want to send it the effects to the main mix, you press that one in and it will send it to the main mix and to the alt as well. Okay, this section here, okay, you got the stereo, which is the left and right. You got the aux returns, okay, left and right as well, and you got the aux sends as well. Okay, the aux returns, the aux sends. Okay, whatever you want to send, whatever you want to return. And that's this section here. This one here is an output, 2-track output. You can this one you can say have another interface, or you have a camera, or the cameraman want to record the music, he can use this one to record. That's basically what's in the main mixer. Okay, then in the back, okay, which is here, I'm gonna explain for you what it has in the back. Okay, it has this one is the power, so the power cable goes here. Then you got the power on and off button. Then you got the phantom power. Okay, the phantom power, if you turn it on, okay, there is in here, it says plus 48 volts, plus 48 V. That means the phantom power is on. If you turn it off, this red LED will go off. Okay, you use that phantom power only if you use a condenser mics. Okay. Okay, the next thing we got the main output. So these two balanced, the main output. If you want to send it to an amplifier or something like that, that's the main outputs. Okay, left and right as well. You got here the USB cable plug-in. So you plug the USB through here to the computer. Okay, so from here. You also got the alt that we talked about, the output. So that's our output, goes to the alt, and you got the fader there. And you got the control room output. So that's another output that you can use for external speakers or something like that. Okay, so that's what it's got in the back basically.